Hey crypto fans, my name is Garrett, and hey, welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to show you how to be a crypto millionaire simply by trading the crypto market. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you think you'll enjoy the content that I create, then please go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out, why not, right? And also guys, feel free to follow me here on Twitter as well. You can find the link to it in the description below this video. I like to talk about altcoins, NFTs, day trading strategies, all kinds of good crypto stuff on a daily basis. So if you guys are into that sort of thing, you might as well go ahead and give me a follow. Alright guys, so this video is going to be a lot of fun. Here's the thing. There's a lot of information that I'm going to try to give you guys today in this video, and I'm going to do my best to try to walk you through it step by step in a very beginner-like fashion, so that you can really get a good grasp of exactly what to do and how to do things from a beginner's perspective here, okay? So guys, now here's the realistic thing, alright? In reality, you guys, you want to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be a crypto millionaire, right? I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, everybody does. But the thing is that most people don't keep in mind is it takes time, okay? It really takes time. You have to make sure, you have to be patient here, you guys. Patience plays a very, very big key role in this whole thing, and this, not even just cryptocurrency, pretty much investing in anything. You have to be patient. Nobody invests in something and then makes a 100x gain overnight in 24 hours. It just doesn't work that way. So guys, you have to be realistic here, especially when you're talking about things like wanting to be a millionaire or something like that. Because here's the thing, you guys, if you're going to try to day trade or try to trade the market or something like that, or trade the cryptocurrency market, and you think you're going to be a millionaire and you're starting with a principal of I don't know, let's say you start out with a principal of like 500 bucks. I mean, let's be realistic here, you guys. It's going to take you probably a good 5 years, maybe 10 years to get to $1 million if you're starting with 500 bucks. I mean, yeah, you can get lucky and you can get, get some massive gains here and there, but the likelihood of that happening is slim to none, and you don't want to prepare yourself for that type of failure. So guys, we're going to be realistic here, and we're going to talk about, realistic things here. So guys, the very first thing that you want to do here, especially if you are brand new, I apologize to people if you aren't brand new, or if you aren't, new to the market or anything like that. The beginning here might be a little boring, but just stick with me here. So guys, for those of you who are brand new, the very first thing you want to do is you want to go to TradingView, okay? So you want to go to tradingview.com. Seriously, it's literally just tradingview.com. And what you want to do is you want to make an account, and once you do make an account, your screen is going to pretty much look exactly like this almost. I don't remember exactly what it looks like when you're brand new, but it'll look like this. These coins won't be here. There's going to be some other stocks or something here, whatever. And what you want to do here, you guys, is you want to click this little add symbol button right up here at the top, and you want to click it, and you want to just type in BTC USD. Okay, guys, and one's going to come up that says Coinbase, BTC USD. If you're from the United States and you're trading, BTC USD pairs, or, whatever, you're going to want to choose this BTC USD pair. If you're not from the United States, I do understand that I do have people who watch my videos who aren't from the States. Then, pick the USDT pair or whatever other pair you want, I guess. But since I am from the United States and I am American, I am going to choose BTC USD. So you literally just click on it, okay? So and once you click on it, it's going to add its symbol right up in this top right hand corner, okay? Now, what you're going to do from there, you guys, is you're going to click on it, okay? So I'm going to click on it, and once you click on it, it's going to come to a chart like this, okay? Now, don't even think about, my lines that I've got going on here and my buy and sell things going on here. This is stuff from the past, and we'll get into this in the future of this video as well. But these are pretty much the tools that I am using on a daily basis to pretty much buy and sell cryptocurrency, or trade cryptocurrency on a regular basis. I'm not a day trader. I don't try to get day trades. Here's the thing. I don't try to get trades I don't try to do trades like on a daily basis. The reason why is because I just simply don't have time for it, you guys. It takes a lot of time and effort to try to do day trading. And honestly, day trading is very, very risky, and you could really lose a lot of money. It can be done, and you can easily make some huge profits doing it if you really know what you're doing. But if most people, guys, don't have the time to do it, they just really don't. So the easiest way to do it is by pretty much long-term position trading, which is what I do personally. It's what I feel most comfortable with, and it's pretty easy to do, honestly. I mean, it really, really is. It's pretty easy to spot different trends. Pretty much You'll open up, when you get into TradingView, you're going to have a screen like this. It's going to show your charts. What you want to do here now is you want to make sure that you are on the daily time frame. Okay, so in this right spot right here, you want to click it. I don't remember what it shows up as at the very beginning when you have a new account, but you want to make sure it's on the 1 day time frame right down here. Okay, so click on 1 day, and it's going to come out to a chart kind of like this. All right, now you probably won't have any indicators yet. These are indicators. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you really don't, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have RSI, but it's not required for trading like this. So realistically, if you want RSI, what you'll do is you'll click on indicators and you'll click on RSI, which is relative strength index. You'll literally just click on it when I already have it, so I'm not going to click on it here. You'll click on it and it's going to come out to right down here. And what you'll do is you want to make sure the settings. So the settings are going to be right here. You'll just hover your mouse over it right here, and you'll click the gear icon, and you will click go to inputs. And you want to make sure that the length is at 14, so a two-week length. And then we'll go to style, and you want to make sure the upper band is at 70, which is oversold territory, and the lower band is at 30, which is upper band is overbought territory, which would be over 70, and oversold territory, which is the lower band, would be would be 30. So that's how we pretty much know if the market conditions are currently oversold or overbought. And that's pretty much how I, like to go about, figuring out where to buy and sell and stuff like that. Another thing you need is the MACD indicator, okay? Now this one's pretty self-explanatory. What you'll do is you'll go into these indicators again and you'll type in MACD. And what you'll come out to is right here, just this this very simple moving average convergence divergence, okay? I think that's the one I clicked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one. You'll click on MACD, and it'll come up with your MACD, which will be down here, okay? Now, I'll get further into this stuff when I go over how to, look at different buy and sell, different places to buy and sell, but I want to get moving with this video and show exactly what I'm doing here, okay? Now guys, it doesn't matter what exchange you're using, you're going to have to use an exchange. So obviously TradingView isn't an exchange. TradingView is just a place to kind of see where the market is currently going in a specific time frame and see where it's going to go in the in the potential future. Now here's the thing, okay? Obviously you need a place to buy your buy your Bitcoin or buy your Ethereum, whatever. But regardless of what exchange you're using, it doesn't matter what exchange you're using. Obviously, people in the United States are probably going to use Coinbase or Kraken or not Kraken, probably KuCoin or Gate.io. Usually, though, it's usually Coinbase. So it doesn't matter what exchange you use. You can use whatever exchange you want for doing this. Okay, it doesn't matter what exchange you use. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this video is to show you exactly how you can potentially be a millionaire trading cryptocurrency. So this is what I'm going to show you guys, okay? Now again, guys, it all depends on how much you start with and whatnot. Now what I do, you guys, is I use the daily charts, and I like to long-term position trade. Not long-term, it's more of like swing trading pretty much. Swing trading is basically where you are buying and selling, or you are making a trade, you're entering a trade and exiting a trade within a time span of like, I don't know, 3 days to maybe 3 days to 2 weeks, maybe even a little longer than that. And that's okay because you make some pretty darn good profits doing that. But here's what I usually do, you guys. This is where it gets pretty interesting, and this is where you can start seeing where the numbers start to fall into place, okay? Now, here is what I do, okay? So obviously when I'm looking for a place to buy, I want to make sure that the market conditions are, pretty much oversold, but I also want to make sure that the lines on the MACD cross. Okay, now I don't know why this happens, but I've been doing this for the last 5 years now, and I mean, every time I've ever used it, every time I've ever done it, I used to watch videos on people doing it this way back then, and it's worked out great for me. So I don't see why it wouldn't work for other people as well. With the MACD is pretty much what tells me when to buy and when to sell. pretty much. And what I do here is literally, as you can see here, I have literally marked all of my past buys and sells within the past, let's see here, pretty much within the past like half a year or so, ever since September of 2021. So obviously the buy I made in the very beginning was right back here. As you can see, MACD crosses, the lines cross when it goes from red to green, and that's usually when I start to buy in. And it never fails every single time. So you buy in down here, okay? So at 44, you pretty much buy at 44,000. As you can see here, I bought pretty much at 44,075, okay? So we're gonna go to this convert calculator, and we are going to, it's a percentage gain calculator, and we're just gonna see how much of a percentage you can make from, trading like this. Okay, so we're gonna go $44,075. And I sold so here's when I sold. Obviously you can see on the MACD, you sell when the lines cross again. So obviously you can see where the lines crossed again, right? So I sold actually right when the lines were about to cross, which was right up here. So I sold at roughly $65,400, okay? So as you can see here, you ride the entire wave of green on the MACD all the way up, okay? And you can see it right here, plain as day. And you ride it all the way up, and you sell at the very top when the lines start to cross again, or when they're about to cross again. You'll never get the exact top, and you'll never get the exact bottom. So don't try to chase the tops and the bottoms whatsoever, okay, guys? But here we go. So we're gonna go to $65,400 and calculate gains. So guys, within that time frame, literally within, let's see here, this was October 1st of 2021. October 1st. So from October 1st to the 21st. So in 20 days, you guys, in 20 days, within a 20-day span, you just made 48% profits, okay? Now, guys, a 48% profit gain in a 20-day period in the stock market would be an extremely unheard of epic type of gain, okay, guys? This doesn't usually normally happen. So for this to be happening, this happens in the crypto market all the time, but, in the stock market and stuff like that, this is pretty much, these kinds of gains are unheard of. But this is why I trade the day, the 1 day time frame, because it's the easiest to spot trends. It's easy to spot these trends going from bottom to top, and you really can't lose. I mean, you can, but you really can't if you're doing it, if you're trading for the long term here, you guys. And then, as you can see here, some of my other buys and sells. Obviously, I didn't buy in again until about 3 months later or so, when it started to go back up again. So I waited until the bottom. Because I didn't want to trust these, I didn't want to trust these little ones going up. And, obviously the MACD was really high. We can see it right here. We can see the MACD lines were very, very high when that happened. So obviously I'm not going to buy back then. Now, when MACD starts going back down low again, then I'll start to be interested again. So obviously that's when I bought in again, right when, as you can see, right when the lines crossed and when it went from red to green, I bought in again. So 46... Let's see here. I bought in at 46,845. Okay. So 46,845. Okay. And I sold at, let's see here. When did I sell? I sold at the top when the lines started to not cross, but so you can see how the green started to turn to a lighter green. That is another indicator that I use as well, you guys. If it looks like it's going to be a short-term type of trade, which this one obviously was, because obviously the RSI didn't go very high, and obviously things started to change right away. But as soon as I noticed that this line, the volume line right here, started to turn a lighter shade of green, which means that there's a lot less volume being traded, I sold at that point in time. That's when I realized, okay, this is going back down. I need to sell right now. So I sold at that point in time at roughly $51,400, okay? So $51,400, okay? Now, in that little bit of time frame, you guys, that was a 9.7% gain, okay? Now, as we can see here, you guys, a 9.7% gain in the span of, let's see here, in the span of December 19th to the 27th. So in 7 days, within a span of 7 days in 1 week, I made 9.7% gains. Guys, that is huge, okay? I mean, that is an enormous gain to make in just a small percent or a small period of time right there, you guys. So as you guys can see, when you're trading like this and you're trading like this on a regular basis, and you do this all throughout the year, you can really stand to make some pretty darn good profits. And this is where it gets really interesting, you guys. This is where it gets really cool. Okay, so we're going to go over to the compound interest calculator. Okay, now let's say you start out with, let's say you just start out with, let's see here. Let's say you start out with $1,000. Okay, so let's say you start out with $1,000, and let's say you make 9.72% every single week, for the entire month, or for an entire month, for the entire year. Okay, so we're going to take 9.72. So we'll take 9.72 and we're going to go ahead and multiply that by 4 weeks. So because there's 4 weeks in a year, or in a month, and we are going to come out with, you just made roughly 38%. Actually, we're just going to go 38.5%, 38.5% in 1 month. Now, if you can do that every single month on a regular basis, you guys, this is where the money starts to really come in. So let's say you make 38% every single month. Okay, so 38%. You're going to make 38% on a monthly basis. And let's say if you start out with $1,000 and you do this for one entire year, at the end of that year, you should come out with literally roughly around $47,700. That's if you can make 38% every single month for an entire year. Now, I know you're probably looking at this and you're probably like, holy cow, I can't believe that's happening. You go from $1,000 to $47,000 in a span of just 12 months. It's definitely possible. You definitely can make it happen. Now, here's the thing, you guys. To get to that 1 million mark, if you started out with $1,000, it's probably going to take you a little bit longer. So we'll go to 2 years and see how much you'd be at after 2 years. So after 2 years, you'd be at 2.275 million. So within roughly a little over a year, if you're compounding and you're reinvesting all of your profits after every single time you trade, you guys, you could potentially be with $1,000, starting with $1,000, you could potentially be at your $1 million mark or more after, within 12 to 24 months easily. So probably roughly around 16 months or so, you can easily make it happen. Now, I'm not going to say easily because it does take work, obviously. But guys, this is based on the simple fact of you making 38% every single month for 12 months straight, or for 16 months straight, and reinvesting and retrading all of your profits from your previous principal. So overall, you guys, it definitely can happen. It definitely is possible, but you have to be able to make sure, you have to be able to make those percentage gains every single month, every single week, every single month, every single year. And now this is really hard. This is where it gets really hard, and this is why a lot of people don't make it happen. The reason why most people don't make it happen, because I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking this looks really easy. Why doesn't everybody else do it? And the reason why, you guys, is because of emotions, okay? Everybody, you are in your own head, okay? And it takes a lot of strong emotions in order to make this stuff happen. In order to make this happen, you guys, you have to be very, very strong emotionally. You can't give into FOMO. You have to stick to your strategy, okay? Stick to your strategy. Don't give in to FOMO. Don't invest and don't enter into a trade unless you are 100% certain that it is, probably most likely going to go up. And you really have to be strong here, you guys, to make it happen. But it definitely is possible, and it definitely can happen. Now, obviously, the higher amount that you start out with, like $5,000 or $10,000, the less time it's going to take you to get to that mark, and the less you'll have to make on a monthly basis to get there. So for instance, let's say you start out with $10,000, okay? Because I know a lot of people who start out with $10,000. If you start out with $10,000 and let's say you go for 20% on a monthly basis instead. So at $10,000 and 20% on a monthly basis, you're going to be at $89,000 at the end of your first year. But if you do that for 2 years, at the end of 2 years, you're going to be at roughly $794,000. So really, that's not where you want to be. So you want to make more than 20% a month in order to get to that number. So guys, we are going to go over to 25% a month. So if we do 25% a month for 1 year, you're going to be at roughly $145,000. And let's see here. If you go to 30%, after 1 year, you're going to be $232,000. I think I might have done that a little bit wrong here, you guys, and I'm sorry for doing that. I may have done that a little bit wrong. So let's see here. We go back to 38.5% or 38% on a monthly basis for 1 year. So starting with $1,000. Oh no, that was right. And then calculate for. Oh no, that was right. 1,000 million. Okay, no, that was right. 38% on a monthly basis. Okay, no, that was right. Okay, so with $10,000, you guys, 38% on a monthly basis. So at $10,000, if you're starting with $10,000 and 38% on a monthly basis for an entire year, you're going to come out with $477,000 after that 1 year, okay? Now, if we go to 2 years, you're going to come out with, $22.7 million. So it's going to take a lot less, a little less than, 38% in order to get there within a year. Okay, so we'll go to 20% monthly after 1 year. So 20% monthly after 1 year, still not there. Okay, so we want to make, let's go 30% monthly for 1 year, and we're going to get 232,000. Okay, so you need to do 35% monthly. Is it 35%? No, it's not 35%. Let's see here, 38%? No, it's probably going to be more than that. So if you start with $10,000, if you want to get there within a year, you're going to have to make roughly more than that. You're going to have to make 50% profits on a monthly basis in order to get to $1 million within a year. Okay, so it's going to be 50%. Realistically, guys, nobody's going to do 50%, okay? So it's going to take a little longer than that. So realistically, I would aim for, you need to think of a good rate that you want to make on a monthly basis. It all depends on where you're starting out with, how much your initial balance is, and how much you want to make on a monthly basis. And then you need to come to this interest calculator, and then you need to figure out how long it's going to potentially take you to reach your goal of $1 million, you guys. And that's simply how easy it is. I mean, it really, really is. This is how you make a strategy for yourself, and it's important to make a strategy for yourself like this because, without a strategy like this, then you have nothing to stick to or nothing to latch on to. When you have a strategy like this, you have something to stick to, something to look forward to every day, and it'll be much easier to reach those goals long term as long as you stick with this strategy, you guys. So, but overall, you guys, again, I pretty much covered every single base that I wanted to cover here. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you guys have any questions about anything whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I'm available all the time. I have no issues helping you guys out whatsoever. That's why I make these videos. So feel free to ask. But guys, that pretty much does it for this video. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, again, don't forget to follow me on Twitter here with the link in the video description down below. And also, guys, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.